up until this point, when we were talking about issuing NFT in Joystream, we were thinking about two separate experiences. First, as a publisher, create and upload a video to the platform, and secondly, take that video and issue it as an NFT. Today, in this iteration, you will see how we merged those two experiences into one more convenient and faster way for a publisher to upload and issue a video as an NFT. So if you're interested, join me. Hi, my name is Kuba and I'm a product designer working in Atlas Joystream. And today we're going to go through 4 topics. So first, we're going to talk about previous iteration. Then we're going to jump straight into current iteration prototype, and we're going to talk about NFT listing types and features. Then briefly we'll talk about immutability of the video after becoming an NFT. That's a hot topic that we're discussing internally with the dev team. And at the end, I will show you a different style of showing progress in video workspace. All right, let's dive in. Let's start with previous iteration recap. Previously, we had those two experiences separated. So first, as you can see, our video workspace, familiar space, would have to be filled with information, and we would have to upload this video, and it would appear in our page called My Videos. There, we would have this button here to issue this video as an NFT, and this button is a pattern that is here to stay, but there will be some changes in this flow overall. So here you can see a little onboarding process for this, a different way here, and after clicking this button, user would see this model. And here, the user would submit this form here and issue the new creation as an NFT. Then after transaction, it would be issued as an NFT. Let's move to the current experience. So right now, as you can see, we have this new switch here. If we switch it, let's switch it, we can see a few things changed. First of all, we have this bar here, and if we hover it, you can see there are 2 steps, video creation and issuing NFT. 2 steps are currently empty, and as well, we can see that our upload button changed to 2 buttons, and one is next step and one is back. So if we fill all necessary fields, our next step button becomes enabled, and then when we click it, we move to the issuing NFT part. If we hover it right now, you can see that this first part is completed, and right now we are at issuing NFT part. If we want to just put our NFT, our video as an NFT on the platform, we can just upload it right now if we don't want it to be sold. If we want to sell it, we can put it on Marketplace by switching here. Here you can see 3 listing types. And those 3 listing types are open auction, English auction, and fixed price. 3 possibilities for a user to sell. If a user is not familiar with those 3 possibilities, there will be descriptions up above describing what those types of listing means. If we see what we have in open auction, we have a starting price. We have a buy now that is right now an optional field, so we can toggle it and we can have an auction with a starting price and with a buy now price. We can also expand this show more settings where we will have time duration, royalties, and whitelisting. If we expand it, you will see include duration if we want to have an open auction that is timed. I know this wasn't in the documentation. I didn't find it there, but I just thought that maybe this should be included to have this open auction, which will have some kind of an ending. So if we toggle it, we'll have these two fields here to set our duration. After that time, the whole auction would expire. But correct me if this pattern is not a good fit here. We also have this include royalties here, so we can set our royalties for the secondary sales, and we have a create a whitelist feature. So right now, this is my proposition. When I was exploring this pattern, I thought maybe about an input. I will actually show you this. Let me quickly jump to this exploration. I thought about an input where we enter a member handle, and then we will add each member and then have a possibility to remove it. So why I decided to go with the other pattern? Because here we can just paste a list that we have somewhere else with member handles separated by some sign that we choose. In this case, it's a comma here. And it will be easier to manage huge lists, huge wide lists this way than rather than manually click on those little pills to remove those. This would be tedious. So that's my proposition for this. Let's disable all of those and hide this. All right. Let's go to another form of auction, and this will be English auction. English auction is timed. So if it's timed by default, we already have our duration here. We also have a possibility to include buy now option and a starting price. We also have a possibility to set royalties and create a whitelist for this auction, and it's hidden here under show more settings. And lastly, there is an option to create a fixed price. Fixed price have buy now price to set here, and as well we have under this show more settings we have duration, royalties, and a whitelist option. All right, let me choose open auction, and let's actually click upload. So I'll click upload, and you can see second step field. And right now, this is the thing I was talking about immutability of the video data. So a dialog appears here telling us that after publishing this video as an NFT, editing it will be disabled. I'm actually curious what you guys will think about this. I mean, this pattern of editing internally that we spoke about. I feel that most of us agreed that editing should be disabled. So is it prominent enough here, or should this information be included somewhere else before, maybe on the previous step? For now, if we accept it and upload, accept that we wouldn't be able as a creator to change the data of the video later on, we just accept and we go through a regular transaction pattern that we can see those models, etc., and it uploads. And that will be it. I have also another version of this progress bar. So as you can see right now, this is some kind of a component that wasn't introduced before. It was made specially for this, but my first exploration was by using a component that we already had. This little drawer component was already used in our onboarding, in our channel creation onboarding. And there, if we clicked those elements, we would be the focus would be moved to a specific part. So, for example, if we had add a thumbnail, I'm sorry, that was for a channel, add an avatar, add a cover image for your channel, fill the description, add a title or something like that. If you would click those elements, the focus would be moved to those specific elements, and you would have possibility to fill them. So in this way here, it would be if we would decide to use this component rather than this one, we would be using it differently, because those two things here would just be steps, just showing our progress, because from here we really cannot progress by clicking on NFT issued to the next step. As you can see, the next step button is disabled, so we wouldn't be able to click those to progress. But if we fill a whole form and go to the next step, you can see we have half of our journey already completed, and we can minimize this so it doesn't take so much space. It's just a different pattern than using this long bar. So let me just go quickly through all of those steps that we already saw to show you how it would look like with this component here. If we expand this, you can see that some of those switches are hidden behind this, so we would have to allow a user to scroll far enough for those elements to be like here on the top of this element, or the user can collapse it. That's also an option, but I'm just highlighting why this has some potential danger to use it. All right, let me progress it. So this is after we upload, we upload the whole thing, after issuing it as NFT. Both steps are completed, and we accept, and we go through a transaction. So basically that will be it for today. Please let me know what you think. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next one. Cheers.